Hello friends, welcome to my channel. In this channel, we will be going through some interview questions for Power BI. Let's start today with some interview questions on Power Query. Mostly we will be covering query folding, merge and append. So the first question is, what is query folding? Query folding, basically it is the process where the Power Query translates the transformation applied in the Power Query into a single query that is run on the data source, on the server. Basically, typically we do it using the SQL. Query folding is done to improve the performance because the filtering, joining, and the aggregation, everything we do in the database side. So we basically reduce the volume of the data that we are transferring to Power BI. The next question is the name of the data source that do not support query folding. Basically, the if the data source we are getting it from a CBS file, text file, JSON file, Excel file, even the SharePoint list, and some database source like MongoDB. Okay, no SQL source like MongoDB, and some flat files basically do not support query folding. Next question is, how do we check if a step in Power Query is folded to the data source or not? Basically, what we do is if we go to the Power Query and in the applied step that is in the right side of the Power BI, if we in any step if we right click and if you look for the view navigate query view native query, so in that one, if it is disabled or if it is not available, that means it is not folded. If it is available and it is clickable, that means it is the query is folded. The next question is it possible to manually force the Power Query to perform the transformation at the data source level? Honestly, no, we cannot do it directly, but we can always write the SQL queries in the data source step to control what happened in the server side. Basically, we can write the query in the SQL and we can do it at the source level. So the next question is on the append and merge. What is append and what is merge? So basically, append is when we are combining rows from two or more tables with the same structure. Okay, so the two tables must have the same column names. It is similar to the union operation what we do in SQL. While on merge, we have to combine the data source from two tables based on a common query, like we do it in join. So the next question is, how many tables can we merge or append in Power Query? Okay, so while doing the merging, you can do the merge only with two tables at a time, but you can always perform the multiple merge steps to combine two or more tables subsequently. But ultimately, we have to look for the performance in that case. It may hamper the performance in some cases. Whereas in append, if we are appending two tables, we can use the append query option. And if we are appending two or more tables at a time, then we can use the append queries as a new, and then we can select the tables. Basically, while appending, there is no upper limit to the number of tables that we can append, but again, the performance may be impacted. Uh, Here we have a list of basically the difference between the append and merge in the Power Query. Uh, if we see the append is basically we combine the rows from two or more tables, while merge we combine the columns from two tables based on a key. Append is similar to union or union all. Merge is similar to join. Append is the table must have the same column structure, whereas merge we can have different structure. So when we are appending, the result is a single table with rows from all the appended tables, whereas in merge, we have a single table with columns from both the tables. So in append, as we discussed before, we can append two or more tables, but in merge, we can only merge two tables at a time. Basically, we use append when we do the monthly files or the regional sales data, etc. When we combine multiple files, whereas merge, we do the lookup and bring additional columns to from another table. Then we use merge. Hope this is useful. We'll come back with another set of questions. Thank you.